Alrighty. Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Another fun-filled day. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Robin, there we go. Yep. Let's see, what do we have here? Let me see the chat line. We're going to head over to the chat line. I believe everything is up and running, so we should be pretty cool. Let's see. There it goes. Dukascopy. And click diddy-doo-dah and on a commercial. And I see MHB. Hey, MHB, how you doing? Good morning to you, or good afternoon, or good evening. It's one of the above, that's for sure. All right. I'm glad right off the bat. I like when someone says hello right from the beginning. It's a good thing. All right, let's see what we got going there. There's cable. We have that up on there right at the moment. Let's get the fact check spreadsheet going. And that's there. No, that's not it. There it is right there. Oh, and I need to do that. Let's see. Move that up. And not there. There we are. And let's get that going also at the same time. And we'll see the charts. Okay. And where should we go? I guess we usually start off. MHB, you have anything particular you're looking at this morning? If not, we will jump right to the euro. I saw a little tough headline on it this morning saying that overvalued again. I mean, they always seem to find a way to find it overvalued. I don't know. Seems a little harsh. No doubt that it's not doing itself any favors economically. I'll agree with that. But you know, in the world of central banks, it's so hard to say what is overvalued and undervalued. I use my math to be able to make that make that decision. But overall, I don't see that. Alas, howdy to you. How are you doing? So it's really tough. Someone asked that yesterday. I think it was Alas was asking about that. Like, how do you really define, overvalued or oversold or something like that? I think that's what it was. I really do. I think it was something like that. Yeah, it's just overall in a world of quantitative easing, the only way we can really decide those things is through a quantitative, mathematics. It's the fundamentals are just all over the place. I don't think you can describe it anything better than that. They're just all over the place. So there's the euro. You can see there's a little weakness there. Let's take a look at it on the J4X2, and that was a weekly we were staring at, which notice weeklies are pretty well coordinated into the 70% area too. So you can follow it through the J4X when you're not in tuned with the doc here, looking through his math. You're going to get about a correlation of about 70 some odd percent, which is pretty cool. You can see here, there's euro been moving down on our fact check spreadsheet. We are 14 weeks in a weekly buy still, but 5 days in a daily sell. So it's been in a neutral. So in other words, you're not supposed to be short. You're not supposed to be long. You're just supposed to be flat. Unless you're obviously already long it, then you could hedge it on the downside. That would be the only thing you can do. But not initiating a raw negative, raw naked position. As you can see here, we are showing some weakness on our weekly. We're coming down. We've broken through the time manifold today. Today is happy to hump day to everybody. And tomorrow will be Thursday. So we do see a lot of times some action coming right into the Wednesday afternoon or Thursday action when it comes to currencies. The rest of the products seem to chase after the weekly number on Thursdays. But when it comes to currencies, for some reason, they seem to come after them Wednesday, especially Wednesday afternoon. Or towards the London close, which is really Wednesday morning here in the States. But on a global way of looking at it, it's Wednesday afternoon, or even late Wednesday night going into Thursday morning. Maybe that's the reason why. It's some type of cycle. But any end result, I've watched that happen for almost 40 years. It kind of blows my mind all the time. So it keeps me engaged and willing to just constantly do research on this stuff over and over and over again, because it does amaze me that we have this consistency, week in and week out, and year in and year out, and decade out for decades now. So the same characteristic shows up constantly over and over again. All right, now let's, unless nobody wants to see anything, I'll just jump over to the cable again. We'll take a look at the cable. And you're all welcome to interrupt and get me looking at anything else. You can see this is trying to bounce. You see this same action like the euro. And that's line 13. And we're looking at 6 weeks in a buy and 3 days in a sell. And it's doing that imitation of the Turkish lira of the last few months until it took off again. Where is it at? Right there. There's cable. You see that real flat line-ish here. And you can see the time manifold, the white line is still above the time manifold there. So no real excitement at the moment on that action there. So now what do we see? What do we do? What do we know? What we know is you can see it's trying to go through the daily. We got a red and green dot, whereas the euro was not reflecting that. You can see here on J4X it's trying to do that. Hasn't gotten to the dotted line yet, but it's interesting. You can see the dashed line is moving up. So I'm not sure how to interpret that at the moment, but we try to treat these two as the time manifold. So we're still observing it. The one we've been trusting more is the solid line, but we're watching the CCI. I think it's a CCI. Yeah, we're looking at CCI. Let's see if it has any relationship. And what we do is they compete with each other, so it's a lot different interpretation than the classic that everybody's watching, like lows and highs and so forth. Instead, we're watching when a white line drops through the dotted. That should be a dotted line, really. Let's see if we can change that. Edit indicator. Output. Yeah, let's make that dotted like that. There we are. There we go. And so when it breaks through it, it's usually like, selling is coming on, just like when it breaks through it on the upside, there's buying coming on, especially with a green hinky ashi. And same thing here. In this case here, it was a neutral-ish red, because you see the little red thing going like that. And then you get yourself, breaking down a couple days later. So what we see here, we've been in that sell here, but it hasn't really gone down that much. It's been more up than down. And today it is trying to climb into a daily buy. So that's kind of fascinating in its own right. You missed my message. What message was that? I don't see it on the line. All I see is hi. I'm so sorry. Me so sorry. What did I miss? Do it again. Copy it and paste it again. Is it up higher? Let me see. Where is it at? I don't see it on there. It's blank. I've got you saying hi. I got less saying hi. I got less saying thanks. And then I got you saying I missed your message. It didn't make it onto the chat line. Farkash, how you doing? We're waiting for MHB to find the message that didn't make it here. Was it before your hello? I don't see anything before the hello. So if someone asks a question before you, we will go to yours first, okay? And then go to them. So just fire your question out or message. Is it in a bottle? Is it floating somewhere? Message in a bottle. I'm the singing trader, remember? Message in a bottle. Yep. So I'm waiting for your message, so we'll hang tight. And I know this is a telephony world, and it takes some time, for some messages to get here. It can be on our end, it can be on your end. You never know around here with the internet. No doubt it's better than what it has ever been before, but didn't see your message. No mas. No message. No more message. I didn't see it. No mas message. it got eaten by the thought police or something. Was it about trading? Was it about celestial mechanics? Was it about physics? Was it about cooking? We'll wait and see. We'll just keep on rolling along, and then when you fire it out, maybe it's about cable, since we're at cable right now. Or were you giving us the inside skinny on the? Oh, here it is. Wow, that's a less. If you want to continue the previous day conversation, please go on. Alas, if you want, please tell us who will define today's rate of FX in futures. Thanks. I said to start with gold. Ah, that didn't see that. Was that before you said hi? If it's before you said hi, there's nothing up above it. So that's the answer to that one. So, wonder what time that was. What time did you? It doesn't have a time clock on there about when you said hello. Is can you tell what time that is? In other words, was it 2 minutes before it starts, or 1 minute, or right on when it started? I know that when I opened it up, I started 1 minute before. So this is a learning lesson for us, for me. Let's go to gold. To gold we go. Hi ho, hi ho. And there she is there. I've been watching it. I can see it. Just kind of slow, sloppy, Let me show you on the J4X. There it is right there. You can see that. Lots of red. Not really going. Now, today it's breaking down a little bit more. Let's take a look at it on the Chicago Quant. Not there. Right there. See, doing the same thing. Kind of just dragging along. Humpty dumpty dumpty dee. And then, what did I want to show you? Oh, I know what it was. Yeah, like right here. We're 20 weeks in a weekly buy, but look at it. It's minus today on a happy hump day, Proving point. And then what were we talking about yesterday, LS? Remind me again. If we want to continue the previous day's conversation, what were we doing yesterday? We were. What was the title I put on that? Because it was about time. Was it about time? Remember, we were looking at bar charts and time, time versus tick versus contract, and for some reason, currencies don't do contracts because they do it in dollar terms. Time quantities. Yes, exactly. That I love that. Trust me, I am the time lord. I love dealing with time. I've got all kinds of research on time for 40 years. So yes, I love talking about time. And then Sadesh is asking, please explain to me about proving point. Proving point? Can you explain what proving point is? Is it like a pivot point, or the fact check sheet, or just explain just a little bit more? Nothing major, just what proving point is. I'm not sure what proving point is. I can explain to you the process and the system. That's no problem. So there we go, MHB. I got you to gold. Sorry about that. And again, take a look on your chat line. Was the question about gold before your hello? Oh, monthly and weekly. No, we're doing daily and weekly. We do daily and weekly. So we're not doing monthly and weekly. We do daily and weekly. Yeah, a little bit shorter term. And then I saved those things for us yesterday, LS. Here, matter of fact, right there was the 30-minute. We'll put both of them up, and you can see the difference. We were running out of time when we were doing that too. And then that's the AUD. Let's move that over like so. There we are. And so that's the AUD. Now we could actually go top to bottom, I guess, right? Like that. We can do that too. That might be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Be able to, there we go. So up top is the, what is it? We're using a 396. We use Nikola Tesla's numbers. Okay, good. Sadesh, I'm glad you got that. That's good. Yes, we and we'll look at it intraday too. You know, like this is a good example for you right here. What happened yesterday is a less. And please, MHB, see when your message was. Was it before your hello or after your hello? Because it never made it onto the tape. You can see that. So it must be before your hello. And so it's on your tape, but it's not on our tape. Um, so now what do we got here? Okay, so down below is a 30-minute on the Aussie versus the dollar. And you can see using our same, our proprietary mathematics here, our Chicago Quant Technologies math. And then above is a 396 tick chart instead. And you can see the smoothness. Now let's see if we can find the same time frame in reference. There is, let's do this. Let's widen that out. And move that out, move it up, out like that. And you can see, now it went into the cell at 8:09. Let's see where it does it there. That does it. Does it do it at 8 even, or is it at zeros? So it's at zeros. Whereas, and then the 8:09 would be 8:30 is the next one where it totally confirms it. They're both doing three, red dots. We're doing red dots there. Same gig there. There is 7:51. There is 7:30. And you can see that the more smoothness of the signal with the ticks, because it reflects the volatility, whereas on a half hourly, it's a little bit tougher. You can see it does go into the cell here. Where is it? Does it go in the cell there? Yeah, it goes in the cell there at what is that? 22, and then let's find 22 up here. Goes into the cell here. I guess it tries to play with it there. There's 2233. There's 2216. And let's widen that a little bit more so we can see it. So it goes into the cell here. And it can't go back into the buy. It doesn't go back into the buy because what do we have there, traders? We have a red and a green on the same bar. So it goes into the cell here at 2216. Whereas down here it was 22 even, was it? There's 22 even. Right there. So that one was ahead. But I just find it much smoother. Maybe I'm imagining it. I find that I don't make as much money if I try to trade conventional time. Let's slide back a little bit more. Like there. That's at 2000. Let's see what 2000 looks like up in here. So there's right there with the 2000. You can see it's giving us some warnings that it's in a long at 1757, and does it? And it holds. Nope, goes in the minus and minus. No, it's flat with zeros at 1923, and then 1940 it's cleanly almost in the buy except for we have a red and a green, and then at 1958 it is in the buy, but this went in there at 2200, right? Right there, right there. So no, it couldn't because it was the red and a green, and so yeah. So then that 2230. So 2230 it goes into the buy, but all the work has pushed it up. So that's why I like the ticks. Oh, here we go. MHB says no, it was after hello. Now isn't that odd? It's not on the chat line there. What's that all about? It says welcome to welcome to live chat. It says, can you see it on your chat line? Do you actually see the question? In between Alas saying hiya, Doc. Alas, do you see his question? I don't see it on there at all. Is it mine? Let's see. No, it was after hello. Let's see. Showing if it again posted, but it did not show to you. Yeah, I know. That's odd, isn't it? Is it possible to do this tick chart of any quantity in J4X for currencies? I like 333. We've done some shorter term ones. Yeah, I mean, for shorter term trading with the robot, just trading for like two pips. Here, I can show you something like this. Like this, we go like that, and let's take a look at something extreme. Well, we can take a look at look at it through there. Let's try 96. We'll take a slice of the there we are. So in this case here, we'll use a line here. So it goes into the buy there. And you see it goes up, goes into buy there of a close of 71.99, and it it zigzags along a little bit there, but in the end result it gets up to what, 72.45. What was the buy? 71, 72 even, really. 72 even? 71.99. Not much of a move. What's that, half a pip or just about 1 pip? Then it tries to break down in here. We've never really tried to do intraday trading on the Aussie itself. We usually use something like the more active ones like let me do this. Let's just move this one over. I can see here the trade before it. There's a sell right there, and it zigzags along a little bit and then gives you a good breakdown. There's your buy right there. I guess it doesn't have a lot of, it doesn't go too far, does it? 71.98 up to 72.10. I mean, it's not a very wide product, I don't see either. Okay, so Forex currencies. Okay. Oh, you don't see either of the MHB stuff, huh? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, here you go, silver. We can jump over to silver real quick. Why don't we put the silver in there too? On a short-term tick, take a look. I haven't traded silver in a long while. Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Let's put silver in there. And then we'll go take a look at the... what will we look at? We will go look at... then we'll go look at the... Where's silver out of this whole thing? And then we'll go look at silver in a daily chart too. There we go. And even, and in this case here, this product may not tick that much. It's backfilling now. We'll see. Let's go over to the silver on just the daily and weekly, and then we'll come back to it as it fills in. You can see here it's just been in a daily sell since here. What's that, like 7 days now? 6 days. You can see it on the fact check spreadsheet. 7 weeks in a buy and 6 days in a sell, so it's a neutral again. And you can see it, like gold, is playing with its weekly sell this week. You can see it's been in a weekly buy for since back in here. Now let's go back over to, and it's still filling in. This will be interesting now to see this. Let's see, silver $19. Buying gold at 1907. Where's gold at? Last I looked. Matter of fact, why don't I do this? Why don't I minimize this and I can keep my other chart up that I like looking at. Let's see, which one is it? Right there. There we go. Yeah, I see silver. Silver's dropped to 1908.40 on the futures contract. Let's see. And you know what? Let's just shrink down the days. See if we can get this to fill in faster. 2. Okay. So it's okay. Let's use this little yellow line there. Goes into the buy. You can't do it there because of the double dot, but you can buy it on the next one with no problem. And so you can buy the opening from that. So that's really cool. So that's an opening of 26.28, and it runs to where? 26.70? What are we looking at here? Oh, silver. Okay. And so that was interesting. And then it goes into a sell. Where'd my yellow line go? Let's go like that. And then it goes into a sell there, right? Yeah, sell there. And and now we look at the close of that bar. So 26.58, you can see it falls down to 26.43. Then we see it goes into a buy right there, and that's at 26.52, and then it goes up to 26.57, and then it goes into a sell there at 26.45, 45, and it goes down to 20. It's been an interesting trading product. You can see it goes here, 32. What's that, like 5 or 6 wins in a row? 32. There's another win. Goes into a sell there, and it whipsaws you. Yes, it does. Look at that. Goes into a sell on that. Down, you lose a little profit. So like 6 and 1, something like that. 6 wins, 1 loss. So you're short at 24, and you are covering it at 24 at 39. So you lose 14 cents there. So still up big time, buku big time. And then you can see that the 39, and it goes to 58, makes all your money back. Doc's math historically does that. And then it always wins more than loses, that's for sure. And then you can see it goes into a sell here, and it's another buku win to there. And you can see right there it has gone into the buy at, where is that, 37. And now it's trading at 32, or 33, and we can leave that there. Now, I hope that answered some of the questions there. That's 96. We get 90. We use all the Tesla numbers all the time. Tesla. And I'm hoping I'm seeing all the questions on the chat line. Sadesh, have you gotten all your answers? Let's make sure everybody's getting their answers. MHB, have I answered everything so far? Oh, yeah. You want to go back to look at gold again, right? Let's go look at gold. Gold. Right there. Oh, you can see it's got a lot of weakness in there. And the low is 08. And then let's see what J4X is showing us. The low is, where's the low in this? Remember, there's premium in the futures contract, so the low should be, I guess it's like 02, right? 678. It's the hinky ASCII candle and the border, whatever. And the end result is that looks like it went down to the 603s area, and it has bounced up. Does that make sense to you? And then sell at 1900. Oh, I see. That's not silver. I just realized that. I keep on forgetting that silver is up in the 20s now, and so it was sell at 19. So you'll short it at 19, and you'll buy it at 07. So are you long now? Because spot is at 10, and where's the futures contract? The futures contract is at we should have a premium. The futures contract is trading at 16. So are you long? Sell stop. Ah, okay. There's somebody I haven't seen in a while. Que pasa? VB. IVB. What's cooking? I sell stop loss. Okay. Well, it's been a fun time. Haven't seen you around in a while, but it's been fun. We're marching along as usual around here. Watching the weeklies, watching the dailies. Today we're having a little bit more conversation about the difference between ticks and minutes. And we can go look at silver and compare that if you'd like LSLS in that very, very short-term action. We can do that too. So we can go like, nope, not like that. So we'll take silver, move that up like that, and move that over like so, and then put silver. We should do just delete that, and then make a copy of this, and then insert it, paste, put it underneath it like so, and we'll put something like a 5-minute chart in, 3-minute chart. Let's see what's the differences between the bars on average. 43, 49, 49. So let's say a 5-minute chart because that was 6 minutes and then 4 minutes. So let's just use a 5-minute chart here. And we will show you what we see with time charts. Minnows. And here she comes. I suggested AUD and GBP and NZD and either of these, please. Okay, we can go and look at that. I myself lean into the GBP first and then the dollar yen, because I find that they're just less liquid. Just it seems like that. I mean, I haven't investigated in a long while. I might be using some prejudice attitude about pre-quantitative easing, that type of thing. Before quantitative easing, they were much less liquid. But they seem to have become more liquid, but they just don't have the same volatility area, And so that's mainly the reason why I kind of lean into those things that way. And why is this taking a while? Let's go to 1 day. Nothing there yet. What's up with that? Usually minutes fill in like nothing. Boom, done. All right. Nope, not that. Sent. There we are. Ah, okay. It's just running slow. That's all. All right. Now, I can't go much lower than 2 minutes, can I? Can I go to 1 minute? I am already in 1 minute. SE session 24 hour. Okay, let's go to default. See what it does with that. I was really taking some time for that 1 minute. But what we'll do is we can jump over to cable up top. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, like there's 8 o'clock. There's 8 o'clock here, right? You can see it does, it does look okay in the 1 minute. I mean 5 minute, but like that pop there. Does that actually put us into a buy and then whipsaw us back out again? It does. Now what time was that? 8:15. Now let's see where we are at 8:15 on this. 8:09 we're in a sell. See, we're in a sell here at 8:01. And let's see where this started off. Right there. 7:35. So at 7:36 we were in a buy, and then 8:26 we're in 8:01 we're in a sell, and then this is in a sell at 7:25. Yeah, so 7:35. Okay, so it's in a sell at 7:35, and this is okay. So this is still in a buy at 7:36, and then 8:01 it goes into the sell. In this case here, it goes into the sell at 7. No, it goes into a sell at 7, but it goes up in value. See how it goes into the sell there, and then finds a way to climb. See, I find minutes more whippy. And then let's go. That's 7:35. It's in the sell again, and it gives you a reverse, but that's all right. But then it goes and sells off, puts you in the buy, and then goes back into the sell. It's not too bad. And this one here is, I just find this much smoother. See how it's smoother? There's 2 winners right there. There's a winner right there. That's a winner right there. That sell. Let's see, what does that do? That's a minus. Just like earlier we looked at it. And so and then it goes into buy. That's just the loss. But then after that, the rest of them are nice, smooth. Win, 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 win. You get 4 wins before you get that loss, or 5 wins, I guess you could say. You get 5 wins. So that's why I look at the time there. 5-minute chart equal to how many ticks? It seems to be between. Well, see, watch this. Now this tick was see I can show it to you there. 4:02. Then the next one is at 4:47. So that's 45 minutes. Then the next one is let me go back to that again. So then the next one is 13. So it's 29 minutes. Then the next one is what's that? 57 minutes. And then the next one is 47 minutes. Then the next one is 38 minutes. And then the next one is 25 minutes. And then the next one is 8 minutes. See, it's adjusting for the volatility. I believe you can use tick charts. Yes, you can. I think so. I think there's an increment. You can go like right here. And there's ticks. I guess you just adjust your ticks. I'm sure there's a way of adjusting which ticks you would like to have. So, see that there? Can you estimate how many ticks in a Dukascopy convert to candles? Let's see if I can come up with that one. Daniel, hey Daniel. Can I estimate? Let's try. And I'm not answering everything. I got Alessa is still asking for like GBP. So let's go over to GBP for her real fast, or him. Is it a her or him? I'm not sure. Let's just double check. Let's go to cash. Let's double check the GBP. There it is right there. And that's going to fill in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the minute thing. There's GBP. There we go. Okay, now let me just read Daniel real quick. Can you add 20 ticks to 40 ticks? I don't know. I've never really tried it with them. But I'm sure you can, we can look into that. Can you use tick charts in Dukascopy? Yes. Let's see. You can estimate how many ticks in a Dukascopy convert? No, you can't really do that. No. What it does is it tells, remember, we don't tell the market what to do, it's telling us. So ticks are telling us increased volatility versus decreasing volatility, increasing action versus decreasing action. God, the check is in the mail, IVB. Thank you. That's so cool. I just read that. Excellent, Doc. I will visit here more often. High quality info as always, Doc. Thanks for sharing. The check is in the mail. Let's see. MHB says $5 move booked, half closed remaining on break even. Nice. Good job. Is that the gold? Excellent. And then now we got Daniel. And then there's Alessa. Thanks. Okay, now Alessa, there's GBP. We can take a look at the same characteristics and just take a look and see. Yeah, that's the way to trade. That song, one is the loneliest number. Trading one lots is very tough. You got to trade multiples so you can take profits and so forth. And then have stops and runners and all that other thing. Good money management. You know what I mean? Okay, now let's take a look at the cable. So at 8:48, it almost went into the buy. It went into the buy really at 8:51, almost 8:52 right there. Let's grab this. There's the buy there. And then on the minute chart, it goes into the buy right there at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock? Yeah. And what time is this? 8:51, 8 minutes earlier. So, and it gives you more, agina. And whereas here it does smoother. So it's just smoother. And let's see what the sell looked like here. It went into the sell. Let's check that to see if it's a buy. It's minus, and it's a minus. Okay. So it went into the sell there at 8:20. Let's see what 820 looks like on this. That's 833. There's 826. And there's 819. So it goes into the cell there and gives you agita. Does the same, I guess not. Yeah, it does the same bad bump. And then, but it doesn't go into a buy. It stays in the cell. So it stays in the cell here on this because you got the green red dot there. You got the red dot there. It's still in a cell. Then it's trying to do it again. It's not putting you in a cell. And then it falls down. So you make the money still. Just gives you a little agita in between there. Here, what's it do? That's 820. So it puts us in the cell there. What's it do there? It does the same thing. Okay, it keeps you in the cell. So that's good. So that one, it's about equal to. They both, this is just a minute ahead, that's all. That was 19, right? Yeah. And this is at, that's at 20. And then you can see it's pretty choppy in here. But see how it smooths it out all here? Whereas it going zing, 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 zing. Over here, you see the smoothness of it. Goes into the cell there and pretty much rides it down. Whereas here, it's driving you crazy, trying to go into buys and trying to go in there again. Looks like the dots are saving you pretty much. Not there. But, so that's the action of it all. LS. See what I'm saying? I hope that answered some of your question, and we can look at this more. I have no problem trying to compare the two different time references. It'll be consistent like that. Ticks represent and contracts represent action, which we all want. We want ACTION, action. We love action in trading. Excellent, Alessa. Excellent. Okay, now what else are we looking for here? Okay, so then Daniel is saying Bitcoin used and went kind of into a sell. Any thoughts? Yes! I sent something to my nephew this morning about that. Let's just show you there. Matter of fact, there was a really good article. Let me see if I can bring up that article for you, too. There was a really good article this morning. I can find it right there. I want to show you this article. Let's see, article. Where are you? And then let's put the Bitcoin up there too as we speak. There we go. There's Bitcoin. And this is the Bitcoin future. Let's go over to J4X. Take a look at that. Bonds. Bitcoin, there it is. There you go. And you can see it on J4X too, and then you can see it hiya right there. See, both of them are playing down at the bottom end of the range, I guess you could say. We are below our time manifold. It tried to lift up through it. We've been in plenty of red dots. This is doing the same thing. Lots of red on the Hinky-Ashi. You can see wild conversion down here at the bottom. That's really, really cool. The next, it's a threesome. Imagine if it was a dashed line down there too. That would be wild, just totally wild. You see, when they get kind of close, it starts to change the direction, kind of somewhat like that too, I guess. Let's see. This is the closest they all get together, and it does change their direction. I wonder if that's a consistency when they all get together like that, real close. I guess not really. Maybe. Like there. When you get a foursome. Anyway. That's what that is all about. Now, you can see it was in the weekly buy. It went into a weekly sell. And you can see the pressure on it from last week. And the pressure is down. And it's been in a daily sell there. Now, let me find you that article that I sent my nephew. Because he was talking to me about that whole gig there. And there is the article. I wonder if I can put it up on the chat line. Let me do this. Let me send this over to it. You'll be able to see it. Right there. That's the article right there. Let's see if we can widen this out. That's on Zero Hedge. New SEC-backed crypto exchange launches 130 million security token offering. It was kind of positive, you know. Good article. It's well worth looking at. Take a look at it on Zero Hedge. Let's see. I think the dollar ruble might have reached a resistance. Let's take a look at it. Let me see, as I would say. Let me see. Dollar ruble. Right there. Let's put it up on J4X. J4X. Right there. Dollar ruble. I'm feeling kind of hungry. It's early in the morning. I feel like I need something to nibble on, so I'm going to nibble, but I shouldn't be too noisy about it. And if you hear it, tell me, and then I'll chew gum instead. You can see here it's been moving up. There's a conversion right there. See where they all converge together? The foursome right there. And it starts to take up. Same thing here. Notice the conversion here, and it tries to break down. This is doing it a lot more actively, where they're very close to each other. Now you can see here, we're really high up in the Chicago Quant. We've been in buy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days or 6 days or something like that. What does it say on spreadsheet? 8-week buy. Oh, machine's being antsy. I might be asking it to do too much. How about that? Let's see if it does it now. There we go. 8-week buy right there. You can see, and 5-day buy. And it's trying to roll over here. And we have this still moving up on the J4X. We'll see. It's got a time manifold that says it's looking down at it. Last time it did that, you can see right here. But it did a zigzag up, really. So, I'm not sure. We'll see. Yes, heard of it. Yeah. The Securities Exchange Commission's, the article was very positive about it. You know, I sent it over to my nephew. I don't know what he'll do with it. He's a wacko attorney in California. Or law school. I'm not sure what he's doing. He takes the long route to a lot of different things. So, let's see if we can find anything else going on there. But yeah, that's. I thought that was interesting. The cryptocurrencies getting listed on some exchanges or getting accepted by the the Securities Exchange Commission has to be a positive on many levels. You know, because that should open the doorway. You know, it really should. So let me think. What else we got brewing here? So there's the ruble. Wow, it's really taking off, isn't it? I keep on always thinking it doesn't want it, but it does. You know, you can see it's playing with this high now. Took out this high here, and then you got this stuff over here. Let's see if we can fix this a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. And rubles, I guess I don't know what's going on with that. It's so hard to say sometimes, you know. I feel better that I'm eating a cracker. It's nice. You know, I get up early. I've been up for like 3.5 hours, and sometimes I just don't get around to eating. I have a cup of coffee, and next thing you know, it's 3 hours later. Okay, let's see what else could we got going on here. Where did we leave off? We got plenty of time, so we can hunt down anything else. Anybody want to see anything particular? Have I missed anybody? Let's see what MHB's gold is doing. Do we have it over here? No, we have. You know what we have was we have the GBP for what's her name? What's their name? Alas. Now let's do this. Let's put gold in here. That could be fun. Deck gold. Where are you? There it is, right there. Since we're playing with time, you know, it's well worth looking at that. And it'll fill in a few minutes, see that? Or a few seconds, depends. There we go. They both filled in together. So, that goes into the buy there. Let's see, right? Right there. At 8.55. Right there. Let's put that there. Goes into the buy there at 8.57. So it's a little behind, and then 9 o'clock it has a nice run, and I don't know, I find this smoother, and then it takes its profit. This one's just riding it all the way up. That's kind of interesting. I guess we need a bigger tick base because it's a much more active product. See how far back it's going? So let's try, oh, and let's do this too. Let's take a look at some of the bars. 821, 820. This is like a 1 minute chart with that. So let's go and let's go with the 396. Now the buy is at 840. Whoa, what is that all about? That's not right. It's still doing it. What is up with that malfunction? Let's try that. Ah! Keeps on doing it. What is the problem? Let's see, days back. How about if we go like, see, so 20 local time maybe? Let's see what that does. NYMEX, COMEX. Wow, what a difference that is, huh? Oh, it's back in filling, that's why. Okay. Let's see when that fills in. But the 96 tick on gold is way too small because it's almost like an intermittent trading, you know? Gold booked half on, one remaining, breaking even. Yeah, see, it's a good way of managing it. Wait a minute, how are you breaking even when it's up at 23 now? Aren't you long? Oh, what did you do? Like buy in more? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Daniel says about the Mexican peso. Let's go do that. We'll do the Mexican peso while this thing is back and filling, doing its thing. Let me see how many days this is doing. Yeah, see, compared to silver, this thing can go back a while on a 396 even. So let's go take a look at the Mexican peso because we do have that right here. We can show it to you while the other is doing a calculation. And we can go hunt down an intraday one too after we get done gold. Where's that? Dollar peso. Come on, I know we keep it on here all the time. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, you can see it's been in a daily sell for a few days since the last time we looked. It's been in a weekly sell now for what's that? 3, 4, 5, going on a 6th week. One little fake out there. It's been pretty consistent, you know, on a day and weekly basis. Kind of smoothed out. Went into the buy here, and then moved up. Went into the sell here, went down. It's doing what it's supposed to do, but it has interesting the whips. You know, this wasn't a weekly buy, but you can see the lines were underneath, so it was giving a good warning. You couldn't take the short because we really weren't in. You'd have to be very cautious because it wasn't confirmed. But then when it finally became confirmed, it was a wonderful sell, you know. It was like slam doodle. How did you... I thought you were long at like '07. It's trading at 23. I'm confused. I don't understand. Did you get in and out? Is that what it is? I got it trading at 24 and change now. So what did you do? Get in and out, and then did you try to go short or something, or what? Let's see. Let's see. That's not. That doesn't want to fill in. I'm not sure why. But let's go to 1 day. See if it'll do 1 day. There we go. But look at that. It's still not... Oh, what is that? Okay, so that's where we are now. So the buy here was good. The sell was good here. The buy there was okay. The sell here was that agina we talked about before. And it stayed in the sell. And it's just going into the buy now. Wow, that's not so much fun when you're using the electronic market. Something about it that's just not fun. Now let's go take a look at there's like, maybe there's a floor one, I don't know. Let's see. How about let's try that, see what that does. That's better. That fee up. What is doing that? I don't know why it does that. Let's see. Let's go back. That's commodities too. See, commodity future open outcry, metals. It's metals. Okay, so let's try that. And that's, like I said, it looks pretty good in here. Oh, does it again. So the only one it doesn't seem to be doing it is this one here, the COMEX electronic futures market, metals market. But I don't find that chart very exciting. I mean, it's okay. You know, it's a winner chicken dinner, but it's not. I don't find it to be smooth. And I mean, it's smooth. It's just not. Oh, maybe I have to just go back more days. That's all. Let's try that. Maybe that's what it comes down to. Yeah, you know, welcome to the electronic age. I just missed the days of being on the floor. Let's see. I did the peso. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. What else do we have here to do? Oh, there. Okay, let's take a look at the African rand. I didn't even notice that. I'm sorry about that, Daniel. Let's go take a look at the South African rand while this is filling in. I think we keep that on there too. I don't think we switch it around. There it is, right there underneath it. For you. Right for you. And you can see here it went into the cell there. Did it go into the... Let's try this. Let's make it fully through like that. We can move it over. Let's widen it too. So it went into the buy there, and that was cool. But it was in a weekly sell, so you couldn't take it until here. It was a very short-lived game there. Goes into the sell, and you can't go into the sell. It's been in a buy for 3 weeks going on 4. But it's been telling you not to be long, that's for sure. And then that one puts you into the buy and throws you back into the sell the next day. So you've missed, you're not long during this, so that's okay. But, you know, you can see here it went into the sell right there. And we were in a daily sell from here. So that was a pretty good do. Red and green dot didn't change anything for you there. It seems very consistent, doesn't it? The African rand against the dollar. Seems very smooth. Glitch O markets. I like that. Very good. IBB. I like that very much. That's a good one. All right. I'm going to take a quick look at the gold, and then Doc has got to get out of here. So it still didn't fill in, but it's happier with that. Maybe it's happier with that. I don't know why. I'm not going to try to guess it. But anyway, this is Doc from North America, and we are going to catch you on the flip side tomorrow. Let's see, where's that? There it is, right there. So, happy trails to you. I'm the singing trader. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, to all my trading friends.